Ndị be anyị ndewonu. Ị ma na asị nọ mgbe ị chọrọ nwa ka ị ga-ama na ife a na-eme na mkpụrụ nke ọzọ bụ ọrụ. Getting pregnant is not as easy as we have been made to believe. A lot of persons are struggling to get pregnant for years, for months, while others are struggling with series of miscarriages. In this video, I'll be sharing with you 3 things you can do to get pregnant. Hi and welcome to Treasure Health Space. My name is Onyechi Linda. I'm a registered nurse midwife. On this channel, we discuss mother and child related health issues. If this looks like the kind of content you like, keep watching and don't forget to subscribe. 3 things you can do to increase your chances of getting pregnant. The first is physical and mental preparation. Getting pregnant can be quite tasking, especially if you have been trying for a while. So you need to prepare your mind ahead of time. You need to prepare your body. How do you do this physical and mental preparation? You need to prepare your mind and have a positive mindset that yes, you've been trying for a while, it's going to happen for you. One of these days, you're going to have a positive result. You need to set your mind at it. Make daily positive affirmation. So you need to prepare your body by eating healthy fruits and vegetables, prenatal vitamins. You need to avoid alcohol, stop smoking, maintain a healthy weight. You don't need to be overweight or underweight. Avoid stress as much as you can because it can cause hormonal imbalance, which will further complicate your chances or reduce your chances of getting pregnant. So you need to prepare your body doing all of these things that I just mentioned. Secondly, you need to know when to have intercourse. A lot of couples, when they are trying to conceive, they have this anxiety, oh, it is that time of the month to have intercourse, it is the fertile period, it is this, it is that, I saw my ovulation sign, so let's do it. No, you need to add some spice and spice, keep your mind relaxed, and you don't need to have intercourse for all the days that make up your fertile window. You can decide to have intercourse on alternate days. For example, if your fertile period falls from the 1st to the 9th of a particular month, you could decide to have intercourse on the 2nd, skip 3rd, have on the 4th, skip 5th, have on the 6th, skip 7th, have on the 8th. This will increase your chances of getting pregnant. The third thing you need to do to increase your chances of getting pregnant is knowing your fertile period. Your fertile window is very important. This is like the baba of them all. This is key to your journey of trying to conceive. And for you to know your fertile period, you need to know your cycle length. Now, what is menstrual cycle length? Menstrual cycle length is the number of days between your period from the first day you saw your period to the last day before your next period. The days in between is your cycle length. And this, knowing your cycle length, will help you know when you are likely to ovulate. Ovulation is simply the release of mature egg from the ovary. After ovulation, the next 14 days before your next period is the luteal phase. So for you to know when you are likely to ovulate, you're going to subtract that 14 days from your cycle length. If your cycle length is 30 days, you're going to subtract 14 from 30. If it is 26, you're going to subtract 13 from 26 to know when you are likely to ovulate. Now, I will be giving some examples, and I really hope it will help you understand better the timing of your fertile period. The normal cycle length is between 21 days to 35 days. Anything below and above that is considered an irregular cycle length. Okay, so for you to know your fertile period, let me start with the average menstrual cycle length of a woman, which is 28 days. So you say 28 days, which is your cycle length, minus 14, that will give you 14 days. That day 14 is the day you are likely to ovulate. Okay, but because ovulation is not precise, we give room for a 2 days earlier or 2 days later than that date, that is plus or minus 2. So if you are more likely to ovulate on day 14 for a 28 days cycle, plus or minus 2 will mean that those women can ovulate on day 12, day 13, day 14, 15, and day 16. And because the sperm, according to research studies, sperm can live up to 3 to 5 days in a woman's reproductive tract. So we're going to take the earliest day which you are likely to ovulate and count 5 days backward. So for a 21 day cycle, we are going to count backwards starting from the 12. 5 days backwards, that is day 8, day 9, day 10, day 11, day 12, day 13, 14, 15, 16. Those 9 days make up your fertile period for a 28 day cycle. So having intercourse on these days will increase your chances of conceiving. Another example with a 21 days cycle length. If you have a cycle length of 21 days, you're going to subtract 14 from it. That is 7. You get 7. And that means you're more likely to ovulate on day 7. And because, again, ovulation is not precise, you're going to add plus or minus 2. That means you're likely to ovulate on day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, and day 9. Okay, these are the days you're likely to ovulate. And considering the fact that the sperm can live up to 3 to 5 days in the female reproductive tract, we're going to add 5 to the earliest day you're likely to ovulate. That means for a woman with 21 days cycle, adding 5 to the earliest day she's likely to ovulate, that will mean that her fertile period is from day 1 to day 9 of her period. And yes, she might still be bleeding for 3 days or 4 days or even 7 days, which is still normal within that period. But that is her fertile period. And that explains why some people can conceive while they are menstruating. It all depends on their cycle length. Now the final example, the last example is 30 days cycle. For a woman with 30 days cycle, subtracting 14 days will give you 16. And 16 is the day she's likely to ovulate in her menstrual cycle. But because ovulation is not precise, again we make room for plus or minus 2. So that is day 14, day 15, day 16, day 17, and day 18. Now, because the sperm can live up to 3 to 5 days in the female reproductive tract, adding 5 to the earliest date that she's likely to ovulate, that means her fertile period will be from day 10, day 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and day 18. Okay, so having a knowledge of this will increase your chances of conceiving. And I really hope that these examples I gave will help you to understand how to calculate your fertile period. I have a video on how you can calculate your fertile period and your safe days in the description box. The link is in the description box. You can do well to check that out. So doing all of this will help you increase your chances of conceiving. I really hope that you get a positive result soonest. If you do like this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment, and share this video. Thank you, and see you in my next video.